In the quirky little town of Topsy Turvy-ville, where houses stood on their roofs and trees grew upside down, there lived a goose named Giggles. Giggles wasn't your ordinary goose. He had a knack for telling the funniest, silliest, and most side-splitting jokes. His beak was always curved into a cheerful smile, and his feathers were as white as a fluffy cloud on a summer day. Every morning, Giggles would waddle out of his little topsy-turvy house, ready to bring laughter to every corner of the town. He'd honk, honk, honk. Who's ready for a giggle? One bright and sunny day, Giggles decided to embark on a special adventure. He had heard that Mayor Muddle, the mayor of Topsy Turvy-ville, was feeling a bit blue. No one had seen him smile in days, and that just wouldn't do in such a silly town. Giggles knew exactly what he had to do. He would make Mayor Muddle laugh. With a spring in his step, Giggles set off to the town square, where he found a group of children playing hopscotch in the air. Because in Topsy Turvy-ville, even hopscotch defied gravity. "Hey kids, what do you call a goose who loves jokes?" Giggles asked, his eyes twinkling. The children shrugged, giggling already. "A silly goose," Giggles honked, and the children burst into laughter, falling into a pile of giggles on the ground. Giggles continued on his way, telling jokes to everyone he met. He told Mr. Twizzle, the upside-down baker, "Why did the cookie go to the doctor? Because it felt crummy." Mr. Twizzle laughed so hard, he accidentally baked a pie upside down. Giggles then waddled over to the town's musician, Fiddle the cat, who was strumming his fiddle in a tree. "Why don't cats play poker in the jungle?" Giggles asked. Fiddle tilted his head, curious. "Why?" "Too many cheetahs." Giggles honked, and Fiddle nearly fell out of the tree, laughing so much that he played the happiest tune Topsy Turvy-ville had ever heard. Finally, Giggles reached the mayor's office. Mayor Muddle was sitting at his desk, looking as gloomy as a rainy day in the middle of a circus parade. Giggles knocked on the door, then honked loudly. "Knock, knock." Mayor Muddle raised an eyebrow. "Who's there?" "Goose," Giggles replied. "Goose who?" the mayor asked, a small smile starting to form. "Goose who loves making you laugh, Mr. Mayor." Giggles honked, and before Mayor Muddle could respond, Giggles continued with another joke. "Why did the goose sit on the clock?" Mayor Muddle was intrigued. "Why?" "Because it wanted to be on time, but it couldn't stop quacking up," Giggles said with a wink. Mayor Muddle couldn't hold it in any longer. He burst into laughter, his hearty chuckles filling the office and echoing through the town square. "Well, Giggles," Mayor Muddle said, wiping a tear from his eye, "you've done it. You've made me laugh harder than I've laughed in years. Topsy Turvy-ville needs more Giggles like you." Giggles felt his chest puff up with pride. "Honk, honk! My pleasure, Mr. Mayor." From that day on, Giggles the Goose became the official jester of Topsy Turvy-ville. Every week, he'd perform in the town square, telling jokes that had everyone from kids to grown-ups giggling and guffawing. And so, in the topsy-turvy town where nothing was quite as it seemed, there was always one thing you could count on. Giggles the Goose would be there, making sure everyone was quacking up with laughter, no matter what. The end.